What is going on, you guys, and welcome to Gamers Land. It is your boy Gamers Land Auctions here. I forgot we changed that. It is your boy Gamers Land Comics here, coming to you today on this beautiful Friday night. I'm gonna make this short and quick video because we do have an auction tonight starting at 9. It is 7:30 now, and your boy has to get ready to get into this auction. Try to relax for a little bit, and do the daddy duty right after this video. That's how we do it. We got to get these kids in bed by 9 o'clock so that we can be up on these auctions. And if you have not joined an auction before, you need to check out Metaphorical Comics on YouTube. There we go. We got it, fellas. And let's go ahead and bring my lovely face up in this video. Boom. That's a huge face right there. Okay, since we did not have that scene ready, now we got it ready. So hey, just remember to edit this when you're doing your thing so that people don't see you looking like a fool, not knowing what you're doing. So let's get up in this. So here's, wow, wrong screen. So here's your boy Metaphorical Comics. He will be on tonight live. Could have just clicked there, I guess, huh? But there it is. Here it is going to be live. I think I've already put a live chat in here and they took it down on me. Nope, there I am. Oh no, it's not. Yep, they took it down. I hit that up way earlier to see what it was all about, and they took it down on me. Bogus. Anywho, you guys, as you can see, I am a member here of the Mafia. That is what we call it. We call this the Mafia, and if you are not part of the Mafia, then you ain't square. We're gonna go ahead and it's gonna be live. It says 10 p.m. Eastern time, which means that for me, it is 9 o'clock Central time. So make sure you guys tune in, man. Give this freaking channel a follow. They always got good-ass books on here, good deals. And that's actually going to bring us into today's topic. Okay? And today's topic is going to be, are YouTube auctions, Instagram auctions, Facebook auctions, any type of social media auction, is it for the reseller? We'll get to that right when we come. Everybody, it is your boy Gamers Land, and thank you so much for tuning in. So not only from the thumbnail and the title of this video and the intro to the video, before the intro of the video, you know what today's video is about. Can you make money buying off auctions on social media, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever it is that you're doing your buys on social media? Is it worth it as a reseller? I got into this whole comic book thing to sell. So I pick up hauls, I go through them, I pick out all the key issues, everything that I can, I sell them, and then everything else I try to sell for $1 a book. I'm trying to do these mystery boxes that I see everyone doing, 40 for 40, 30 for 30. They don't sell a lot, honestly. I mean, surprising, and I think it's because when you post things on eBay, everybody just wants to resell. I think that they know that what they're getting in those $40, $30 boxes, it's really not big of a resale value, even though it is, because I'm not just gonna give you a bunch of crappy old beat up dollar books. No, I mean, I'm gonna throw some nice things in there that maybe out of the 40 you might get 10 that you can sell for $5. You know what I mean? So I mean, it does have a value to do mystery boxes, but I think a lot of people are iffy on buying them, so they don't take off as much as they should. I'm a big time seller on eBay. I'm a big time seller on Mercari, and also on your local applications such as Let Go and OfferUp, which weirdly joined together, which whatever, that's a whole different topic. But yes, so in today's video we want to tackle, is it affordable to hit auctions and make money? And I guess the answer to that is yes and no. So if you're looking for those key issues, those autographed books, those big collectibles to try to sell for 2, 3, 4, 500 bucks, this is not the place for you. It is not going to happen. You might get lucky if the auction is starting off at, let's say, for a $300 book, it starts at 100, and maybe somebody put it up later on in the night, so everybody's already cashed out, spent their money, they're cashed out. And if you guys can give me 1 second, so if the auction starts off at 100 bucks, and everybody that's been in the auction has already spent money, they spent 2, 3, 4, they're up to $500 spent, and they know this book is awesome. It's like, how are you starting it at 100? A lot of people don't want to go that extra mile and spend that extra 100 bucks. So at the end of the day, if you're like, all right, man, I can sell it for 300, let me look it up, you see everything's good, you place the $100 bid, somebody might go 101 or 105, because they try to do $5 increments on a lot of auctions. Once you get up to $100, but let's say it goes 105, it might go 110, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna drop the hammer, I'm gonna go 120. but I'm gonna stop there. If it sells for 130 to somebody, fine. I'm not spending the extra 10. But for that 120, you might be able to land it. Now, when the book comes in, as long as it's exactly as described, you can flip that book for 300 on an easy day. So, and that part, that's your yes part. A lot of lots. These guys put up a lot of lots. And if these lots, nobody wants to get into it, or a lot of people already have it, or if a lot of people already have these lots, well, this is your opportunity. Hit that pickle banger, like they say in the mafia, and grab that lot. I actually had that issue myself this sometime during this week. Um, this seller named AMKM, and he put up a gorgeous lot. I mean, this guy had a bunch of Bronze Age titles, and he was starting to bid off at 25. And I'm looking at my bank, and I'm like, and I'm looking at all the purchases I made that week, and I'm like, I'm in a hole for like 300 for the week already. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call it cool, but I should have grabbed it. So you can't let those moments pass you up. But so the yes part of the answer is there will be certain deals if you can get. I think his lot was like 13 to 14 books, Bronze Age books, for 25 bucks. So each book is at least going to be worth its $5 value. Some might be $2-3. I mean, it is what it is. But you can turn around and say, hey, I know that someone will pay $50 for this lot as it is. You bought it, so you made $20. Who cares? It's $20. You know what I mean? Plus shipping and handling, all that good stuff. So in a part of it, yes, you can make money. Um, but I guess the answer that takes a little more time and it's a little easier to explain, though it just takes more time because there's more ways that you can talk about it than the yes part of it is no. Auctions are not the best way to get books to flip. Your best bet is to go to your local comic book store, go through those dollar boxes, go through those 50-cent boxes, quarter boxes, pull out those books, because if you can get people to buy your mystery boxes, you can pay 25 cents to 50 cents a book, and now you're doing a 40 for 40. So you're doubling your money just like that instantly. Or you can start buying these hauls off people like I did here, and I mean, you can go through them, and if you see that there's some nice stuff in there, well, guess what? I mean, I got over 2,000 books just in all this that I have over here. It may be close to 2,000, at least 2,000, if not super close to 2,000. Um, and if you don't pay exact cash value for that, so not even $1 a book, I mean, that's great. I mean, I have one book alone in my safe, which is The Adventures of Batman, scratched out the man with the girl, issue number 12, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. That book goes for almost $2,000 all day long at a 9.8. And mine's pretty mint. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a 9.8, maybe it's a 9.6, 9.4, but either way, so that's 15 to 17 to $1,800. So that one book pretty much paid for the whole haul, which is great. And there's more in there, more key issues. I mean, I got old Star Wars, old Batman 12-cent issues. I mean, there's a lot in here. So your best bet is to do your hustle and try to find the best place to get them. And that's from me coming to you as a seller, not as a collector. You can ask me, who's the villain in Batman issue number 156, and I'm gonna look at you with the same face that I asked the question, having no idea, no clue. But if you ask me, hey man, I got a lot of 12 books and these are what the books are, can I make some money off it? I can give you an answer. Or can you sell them for me and make me $1? I'm gonna make you $1. So I come as a big reseller, and not I didn't fall in love with what comics are until I started reselling. As a child, I'm about watching the movies to watching the TV shows. I never really, I don't come from a family with money, so it was never, hey mom, can you get me these comic books, or hey, can I do a chore to get an allowance so I can buy these comic books? That's not how my life went. I didn't grow up that way. That's why I work so hard for everything that I have. So I never got the opportunity to do something as everyone else here does on these comic book communities, as to have comics and read them. So for me, just now getting into them, think about how you felt 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago for you, when you got your first comic and you were like, man, this thing's awesome, the artwork is great, the storyline is awesome. That's what I'm getting into now in my mid 30s. So yes, you will fall in love with it. It's awesome. um, but if you're going to go into just to sell, try not to fall in love with it, because then you are going to spend money. Me, I'm purchasing for my personal collection as well as I am to resell, because I did kind of fall in love with the whole aspect of collecting. And that's not all I do. I mean, I collect retro gaming systems to sell, make a ton of money on eBay on, Xbox 360 games, PS2, PS1, Sega's, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Ataris. I mean, anything, ColecoVisions, anything you think of, I try to get my hands into. You know what I mean? And that's just what I do. Also, the cards, I started collecting all the comic book cards and Batman cards. You know, you got X-Men in there, Venom, Spider-Man, anything you can think of is in that pile back there. You see the slabs, I only have 2 so far. I have a few that I'm sending out to CGC to get graded for myself, but that I've purchased, I've only purchased 2. And I got J. Scott Campbell back there with Phoenix because I just love the way it looks. You have, what is her name back there? Mystere. That's one because I like Zenscope. I like all their artwork. The wife might not be too fond of it, but as long as we keep it, she won't know. And then back there, as you can see, we have Spider-Woman, J. Scott Campbell sign, Black Cat, J. Scott Campbell sign, and I have another one all the way up in the corner, which is the other Phoenix, but instead of the yellow, it's the blue version of it, signed by J. Scott Campbell. So, my brother, a lot of people, you guys probably know him as MLV Comics, Mr. Leva Vlogs. I love the way JB says his name. But he's a big collector of signatures. He has a lot of pop sign, a lot of comic book signs, a lot of slab sign. But he's been into this game for almost, months, maybe almost a year, way past me. And I'll be honest, I kind of got into it because of him, because I seen how much he enjoyed going on the auctions and socializing with everyone. And then he told me one day, hey man, if you want to, come check out one of these auctions, here's the link. And I got into it. I liked the way it went. I bought a few books, and that's when I went and searched and found my first haul. And it's great. As a reseller, it's great. I literally enjoy it. I mean, if work is slow, I'm always making money off these things. Always. I mean, I started selling on eBay maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. I've made $3,000, $3,500 on eBay alone, and not just with comics. Like I said, I'm a retro gaming system seller or any type of gaming setup seller, hence the name Gamers Land. And yes, for the last few, I would say at least 2.5 months, I've veered a lot more into comics than I have my gaming stuff. I've completely sold out of all my gaming consoles. I had 3 left that were untested consoles that I ended up selling on eBay for super cheap just to get rid of them. But yeah, man, this is a platform on social media where you can either make it big or go home. And if you play your cards right, it's just like being at a casino or playing poker. You can't just out all your hands, and you can't just dish out all your money and say, I'm at the roulette table, I'm gonna put it all on black. You can't do that. Just like with anything else in life, you gotta be smart. You gotta have a little bit of that hustle drive in you, and you gotta be able to understand when to make your choices and when to make your buy-ins and when to not. And it's always okay to fold. I fold all the time, and no shame in it. Metaphorical might make you feel a little shitty, not in a bad way, but he might make you feel like, oh, I don't want to fold, because he's going to tell you that you folded like a napkin, boy, and you passed up on a pickle banger. But guess what? It's okay to fold, man. You got to know when to play your cards, and you got to know when too much money is too much and when a profit won't be there. I watch people all the time. I try to search every buy that I make before I even buy it, just because I am a reseller. So if it's something that I actually like for my collection, but I don't see myself keeping for a long time, I'm going to want to make money out of it, and I don't want to lose money. So I see people that I enjoy being in the chat room with while I'm chatting, watching these auctions, being in the same auction with them, enjoy being with them. But a lot of them are brain dead. I mean, there could be a $30 book, and these fools are so stubborn, they'll spend $120 on it. And fools and stuff, that's all just for fun. I'm not saying anybody's a actual fool or anything like that. I'm just saying they're so into this and so much into being and that's the difference between a reseller and a collector. A collector's going to pay anything he wants to get that book. A seller is going to know the face value and not go any further. We're done right there. Whether I want it for my collection or I want it to resell, there's still this driving me always that what its prices is where its prices. You know what I mean? I made one mistake. It's on its way right now. I bought a Daredevil and I paid like $50 for it, $47 plus shipping. So it was like 50 something bucks. And I didn't look it up or nothing. I just saw it was a super dope Bronze Age book. I'm like, I want it. I kept going higher. And shout out to Amy, which is on these auctions. That is always Amy Cleaver, whatever her name is. She's always outbidding me on these Spider-Mans. But like I said, I know when to fold them, so I fold. But I paid $47 for it. Sure enough, I researched it on eBay, and yeah, sure, a lower grade copy goes for like 30 bucks, and a 9.6 to 9.8, I mean, you can surely get for like 70 bucks. So I was like, it wasn't really the best buy, because I'm pretty sure the seller said that with a press and a clean, you're looking at a 9, a little higher than a 9. Um, but like I said, when you're thinking like a collector, you're gonna spend. If you always think as a reseller, you're gonna be okay. So always keep your mind on the hustle. Always remember it's okay to fold, and know what to pick up and what not to pick up. If it's not a popular title and it's cheap, grab it. One day it might be. Or there might be someone like you that says, hey man, I actually like this. I don't care if it's popular or not. I like the art of it. I buy comics all the time just for the looks of it, not caring if it's gonna make me money or not. But that's the collector side of me. And people like that are out there. So if you're a reseller, hit them at those points, and grab those sales off those people that are out there collecting in that form. But play it smart. You see a nice lot for cheap, grab it. Because always remember, each book can go for $2 to $3 a piece. And if there's guys that start a lot of 13 books for $5, Comic Book Poser, shout out to my man. Love this man to pieces because he throws out good lots. He's just trying to clear out his place. He's bored of something. He read it, and he'll start a lot of 13 books for $5. How can I pass on that? How? Because I know I'm gonna flip on it. You know what I mean? So pretty much bottom line is just play it smart, man. There is and there isn't a way to make money buying on social media auctions. And I think if you play it right, it can be very beneficial for you. And I think if you play it wrong, it could be pretty catastrophic for you, because you spend quick, and we've been there. We've spent quick. So either way, you guys, those are my thoughts on, can you be a reseller on these social media auctions? Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you've found a good form that you have that helps you grab the cheap stuff and make a quick buck. Where do you make that quick buck? Like I said, I'm an eBay and Mercari seller. Where do you make your quick buck? And let me know, any of you out there ever started the way I did, as a reseller to a collector, because that's how I started, from reselling to a collector, and I won't look back. I'm very fond of the whole community, very fond of the whole hobby. Very very happy with the hobby, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Get those dollars at those auctions and spend those dollars at those auctions, and I will catch you guys on the next one.